We had a wonderful sunrise this morning, absolutely spectacular. We were still waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, probably because we go to bed at 8:30. But today we are trying to figure out what's going on with our fuel tank. We are going to pull the feed pipe from the fuel tank and take a look at the screen, because we've heard that that screen could get blocked, and if that's the case, it would restrict the fuel. The port engine is running beautifully now. Kind of no surprise, completely flat as a pancake here, so the boat is not moving, so everything in the tank has probably settled, and the goop that was on the end of that pipe is probably off.
Another thing that I've learned is if you can get that tube out, you can also stick an endoscope in there
and
take a look at what's going on down there.
And what time is it right now?
That's almost 5:30. So
in the morning.
But you know, just clear our busy schedule for boat work, which we'd love to do. Listen, what we really love to do is solve problems and have them solved, so we don't have to, we can clear them off the table and the Admiral can relax, right?
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
We read on AI that you have to have like a tank dope when you put the fitting back in, and we don't have that. So we're not gonna unscrew anything, but it's now in the Amazon cart. It's crazy how many things you need to have on a boat to be able to work on anything. It's kind of mind-blowing. So we're gonna go to something we know how to do, which is caulking. Can't screw that up. Well, maybe, but
oh, I have.
we're gonna do it right.
We got a water issue for sure. We just got to get all this stuff clean before we lay in the new caulk. Yeah, this is why it's leaking for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting ready to fix it.
We have a big leak down in the starboard bow, and we've kind of long suspected it was a caulk issue, and we're now getting the confirmation of that.
And it's actually getting some of that
water out. We're getting closer to the point where we can put the caulk down. We only have fast cure, so we're trying to keep the sun off it. It's not super hot today, which is good, but the sun will cure it too fast to actually smooth it out. Brown does such a great job prepping the surface, which is key. Our friend Brian is here. He's the best. He's helping us with the fuel lines. Hopefully we can clear him today with some compressed air.
This is just a blowgun. This hooks into the quick disconnect for a BC. I brought this so that we can plug the blowgun into this, then this will go into the fuel hose so it doesn't get the blowgun dirty. Yeah, just take those two off. I like to start with the bottom one. Okay. And then I can move it down about 3 or 4 inches, and then I tighten it, and it keeps the other one in place. So if you lift this end and you shove, you pop your hose. So you only ever lift the back. So like for this particular application, this would actually be a more effective tool because you've got it's tight up on here. And push down.
I would not
gently work
so
because it's on those barbed fittings, right? So if you use the pliers to jiggle, adding a stupid sharp blade.
Right.
Now we take your hose jiggler.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna try to get.
I love it.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Oh dude!
Split that hose off there.
Yes. Oh, man.
Wow, good job.
Great job.
Experience over time.
You know the barb's working when you have to do that, I mean.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Don't try this at home.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely in that category.
We have the mad
Usually
scientist.
you'd use an air compressor for this.
I got it.
Alright, we're gonna put our adapter tube in here.
Dude, that is so cool.
And then everybody watch your eyes.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
You hear it?
Oh yeah.
No way.
How satisfying is that noise, eh?
Yeah.
I can hear it bubbling in the
fuel
tank.
tank, yeah. That's what I was saying, it does not take, and I'm barely touching the blowgun.
Wow.
That's incredible.
This is how we also know that we got the right hose.
Yeah, right, exactly. So we have successfully blown through the fuel
Now we
hose.
can put the hose back on.
Alright, I'll do that.
Yeah, let's let that go for a few minutes.
Okay, alright.
So that it'll, because it's gonna have to draw fuel now all the way from the tank.
2200 worked. That was the problem.
Oh, would you look at that, it's happy.
Well, it's got a rev.
Yeah, we give it 5 minutes to warm up.
Oh my gosh, 2 engines that start, that's amazing.
That's cool.
What's higher?
Up to 25.
Okay, hold on. Let me just warm them up a little bit more.
So it's a little bit higher than it was.
That's good. Right, here we go.
Yeah, that's good. I think it's definitely improved. We'll test it again when we go north.
We're getting tools put away and then we're going for a swim. We have earned this and there's really nothing else we can do about our engines at this point, so may as well enjoy the water. Well guys, the stay here was really just to get our engines fixed, and we seem to have done that. They're both starting, which is a miracle. And I guess we're gonna really now test them out today. We're not sure what's gonna happen as we head to the South Pass. It's not very far, it's only about 6 miles, but it'll be enough to see if anything has been improved. Hopefully it has. We're sitting on pretty much cement right now, so that helps settle the fuel tanks, and we'll just see how it goes. But it's been a great stay here in Harifa. It did exactly what we needed it to. Our friend Brian really helped us out. That's Brian. He's gonna follow us down to the pass. Let's see how it goes this morning. $2,300 on the starboard. Port's running?
Yeah. I'm gonna cut it off here in a second.
Oh, so far so good. Woohoo! That's amazing. Ah, bad news. Port side just shut down. Ah.
Probably fuel.
Alright, here we go.
It's gonna be a big day. It's a beautiful day.
Woohoo!
We are diving with newfound friends from Portugal and the UK, and along with our friend Brian, and it's just gonna be
Amazing.
yeah.
with all the gear, waiting for the boys to come back from getting the dinghies. We've had a great day today. We did a dive this morning, and now we are headed to the beach over there to have a little barbecue with everyone in the Anchorage. Our friends on Arabasqua have caught a huge mahi and they want to share it with us, so we've developed a potluck and we're all gonna head over there now, so off we go.
It involves cans and quarters and plastic.
You guys weren't kidding that this was a huge fish you had to share.
If we're willing to feed 14 people, it has to be.